All right. Looks like I should get. Yeah, should be this way. Let me see. Oh yes. So this is much better, right? Yeah. Yeah. All right. Yeah, but just flip my camera horizontally. Okay. So I think this angle, the camera, or my at least myself looks um, in the correct direction. Okay, so today is 9th of May, and now is 9:46 Singapore PM. Yeah. So let me launch the browser and let's see what is happening right now in the stock market. So yes. Okay, so let's let's have an overview first. Okay. So okay, right now the stock market is actually plunging. So for S&P 500, you can see here, it's down 1.86%. Okay, that's about 77 points down. Okay, from last Friday, and yeah, the market is mostly green in this case because in for US market, and generally green means positive return, and red means negative return. But in this case, I'm using Xueqiu, which is a Chinese website. So in China, uh, green means down and red means up. So that's why you can see that. But nevertheless, you just look at the sign over here. Okay, so plus means positive return, minus means negative return. So instead of looking at the colors, we don't follow the colors. So we follow um, because so the colors can be quite confusing for the U.S. investors. All right. Um, Over here, just focus on the sign in front here, in front of the percentage here. So positive means gain, negative means um, loss. All right, very simple. So you can actually see that the only stock that is positive today is Unilever. Okay, so Unilever is a consumer discretionary. They call it the consumer discretionary um, brands. All right. So basically, Unilever they sells your shampoo and then uh, biscuits and some daily diary stuff. Yep, diary products. So this is the only stock that is up today at the moment, at least. All right. So if you look at the other end of the spectrum, okay. So over here we have a Palantir. So Palantir, at the moment, Palantir is down 22%. Yeah, so focus on the sign, minus 22% at the moment, and yeah, it's at $7.37 per share at the moment. All right, so Palantir used to be a very popular stock among growth investors in the past 2 years. All right, so let's look at the trajectory of Palantir's performance for the past several years. All right, so over here, let me just go to the. Okay, so we might not have a lot of data for Palantir because I think it IPO only like. Oh yeah, so it IPO only in 2020 October. Okay, so let me just get the chart out so that we can talk more about Palantir in in detail, right? So let me just get it in. Let me just get Palantir uh, to the PowerPoint. Okay. Okay. So it's loading. So it's my computer is kind of lagging right now. I don't know. Maybe I'm running multiple programs right now. That's why my computer is lagging a little bit. But I think it's acceptable and tolerable. Yeah, not too slow. I think it's tolerable. Yeah. So let me just drag the Palantir chart to this PowerPoint. Okay, so here you have the Palantir performance chart since its IPO. So I'm presenting you the facts about Palantir's stock performance. Yeah, so no advice, no investing advice from me. I'm just presenting you the facts. Okay, so a quick look at the chart. You can see that Palantir IPO at this price. What is this price? Okay, so I probably need to go back to the chart. Okay, to see what is the price here. So it IPO. So let me just. Okay, so I'm supposed to get this chart out instead. Yeah. Later I will explain to you why. This chart is a better chart for me to talk about Palantir's performance. So yeah, looks like I have to be more careful about the. Alright, this is not the photo I want. In fact, I want the second photo. Yeah, this is the one. Alright, so here you have a better chart in my opinion. Alright, so in fact Palantir IPO'd at this price, so the date is here. Okay, so 2020 October. Okay, and it IPO on the day of its IPO, the lowest price is actually $8.94, so close to $9. So let's put it at $9. So it IPO at $9, and since then it had a very sharp rise, okay, to $45. Oh my goodness. Okay, so it had a 5x. Okay, it had 5x run, and then it happened. Let me see. So I have to come down. Okay, so within a very short time frame. Okay, so from October of 2020 to Feb 2021. So November, December, January, February. So within 4 months, okay, within 4 months, Palantir just had a 5x run up. All right, amazing returns, right? But too bad. Okay, so it peaked at $45, and since then, crash. And by the way, right now, is worse than its IPO price. All right, so so this crash is really painful, I guess, for a lot of the Palantir's investors. Okay, so yeah, I did not invest in Palantir at all, but I used to hear from my friends. Okay, they consider themselves growth investors, so they were hooked on Palantir, and yeah, they bought into Palantir, and especially most of the people that I know of, they bought into Palantir here. All right, at this level. Okay, so if you look closely, this price level is I will say like 20 plus. Okay, so most of the people I know of, they bought Palantir at this level. Okay, $20 plus. Okay, so from $20 plus, yeah, till now 7 something is a $13 loss per share. Okay, so $13 loss per share negative over $20. So yeah, still, yeah, close to 70% down. Okay, I would say it's a 75% to 70% down. Okay, okay, so yeah, so this, okay, this chart demonstrates the price performance of Palantir. Okay, it's a disaster in my opinion. All right, so from this price going forward, I have no insight. Okay, I have no insight um, how Palantir is going to perform in terms of its share price. Okay, it can go up or it can like fluctuate. Okay, or it can go further down. Okay, I have no idea. Okay, I have no idea. Okay, so but um, I'm just sharing with you what Palantir has performed. Okay, for the past not several years, for the past just 2 years. Okay, the price performance was a disaster. All right. Okay, next. So let's look at some other interesting stocks that we have over here. Do we have? I'm not sure. Let's see. Let's look at. Okay. C is down. Okay. Coinbase is down as well. Okay, let's look at Coinbase. Okay, I think Coinbase is also another very, very interesting stock. And I'll tell you why it's interesting. Okay. So over here, let me just get the chart out because it's easier for me to draw on the chart if I transport it to PowerPoint. Okay. All right. So here we have Coinbase. Okay. Okay. By the way, Coinbase here, Coinbase is a cryptocurrency. Is a cryptocurrency. Uh, you can call it a platform. Yeah. You know, these days people like to call. Not people like to. I mean, public listed companies like to call themselves a platform. Okay, they like to call themselves a tech platform. Okay, so platform is a overused term. Okay, it's a overused buzzword. Okay, these days. Okay, so um, Coinbase IPO. Wow, on the first day of its IPO. Okay, let's see. The price IPO. Wow, it IPO on 3rd April 2021. Okay, okay. So what a good time to IPO, right? So on its day of IPO, uh, the price fluctuation, the lowest is $2. The highest is the highest. If I'm not wrong over here. Oh, by the way, this is the chart for is a weekly chart. Okay, it's a weekly chart. So during that IPO week for Coinbase, the lowest price was 282 and the highest price was 429. Okay, so a very very wide range of price fluctuation. All right, but nevertheless, so since then it crashed. Wow, so right now it's $92. So yeah, so for cryptocurrency investors, so if the cryptocurrency platform like Coinbase, if it crashed this much, so good luck to all the cryptocurrency investors. All right, I'm not too sure if I should call them investors. Maybe I should call them no idea, no ideas. Yes, let me call them no ideas. Okay. Okay. So yep. So it's really really brutal for the price performance here for Coinbase. Okay, so once again, I don't know whether Coinbase is going to go up next or stay flat or come down. Okay, no idea. So uh, if you want to be inside, it's okay. It's up to you. Just be aware that you are inside. Yeah, just be aware you are inside. Okay, so I don't want to uh, intrude into your current privacy. So if you want to be inside, I'm fine. Okay. So yes, so I'm not going to. I don't know whether it will go up from here or it will stay flat or go down. No idea. But yes, I am also a no ideas. Okay. So yeah, I'm just one of you guys. All right. I have no idea. Okay, so let's look at some other interesting stocks. Okay, so yeah, the market is not performing today. Okay, but like some of the no ideas out there, they claim that okay, since the share price goes further down, so it's better for me to accumulate more. But at times like this, I'm not too sure how many can claim that the lower the price, the better it is for them. Okay, because in a way, if the price goes down further, okay, uh, you are not buying it. I mean, you don't buy it at a lower price. At the same time, you are losing money. Okay, so you need to be aware of that. You are losing money at the same time, you can buy it at a lower price. Okay, so you are losing money. You are bleeding in a way. Okay, so the extent of the amount of bleeding, it really depends how much you are holding right now. Okay, so never uh, take this lightly. Okay, it's never the lower the price, the better it is for you to buy, because you are bleeding at the same time if you are holding a lot of them, right? Okay, uh, yeah. So let's look at some of the news. Okay, what's happening in the news? All right. So, uh, oh, this is a big headline over here. So Putin claims Russian troops fighting on their own land in a Victory Day speech. Okay, just for your information. So today, 9th of May, is considered a Victory Day for the Russia, all right, or for the Russians. Okay, so Putin, being the head of Russia, okay, so Putin says the Russian troops actually they are fighting on their own land, but in fact that's not true. Okay, that's not true at all. Russia is actually encroaching onto the land of Ukraine. Okay, and the war is still ongoing. Okay, I'm not going to talk too much about the war between Russia and Ukraine because I have no I don't have any insight. Okay, I read as much as you from the news. All right, so when I have no insights in certain things, it's better for me to just keep quiet and not talk about it. Okay, I have no value add to this conversation, so I better just keep quiet. Okay, but I don't think this is okay. I personally don't think this claim by Putin is true. Okay, Russian troops, they are not fighting on their own land. Okay, they are encroaching into the land of the Ukrainians. All right, so I just have to make that clear. And then let's look at what are some of the latest news right now. Okay, by the way, Financial Times, okay, is a very good source of news, business, finance news. Okay, so I think we should look at some news from China. Is there any news from China? Uh, over here. No, 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 no. Okay, over here. Yeah. So they don't. It's not so easy to catch them. But I think over here. So the cause of China's zero COVID lockdown. Okay. So yes. By the way, so COVID is still having their resource intensive response to the pandemic. Okay. While these days out of China, I think the world is already adapting to the COVID situation. So the extent of the COVID situation, the seriousness of the COVID pandemic situation, it varies widely across the world, but China is a special case. Okay, so China they are still adopting their zero COVID strategy. Okay, which is a very resource intensive response or strategy. Okay, so Shanghai has been in lockdown for for more than a month. Okay, and and yes, so there's uh, they I would like to say there's no light at the end of the tunnel for China. Okay, when it comes to their COVID situation. Okay, I'm not seeing the light at the end of the tunnel yet, but who knows? Okay, so but let's hope for the best. All right, let's hope for the best. Okay, yeah. So another good source of information is Bloomberg. Okay, so let's take a look at well, some of the headlines on Bloomberg. Okay, what do we have? Uh, um, Over here. Um, oh, so this is another bad piece of bad news for Russia. So over here, uh, Russia's economy facing worst contraction since 1994. Okay, I don't know why they pick since 1994, but just to give you some background, so Soviet Union dissolved, okay, after 1991. Okay, so so Russia, um, from 1991 to 1994, so Russia was in existence for only 3 years. Okay, so yeah, by the way, Soviet Union dissolved into so many different states. So Russia is one of them, right? So right now you have Russia, you have Ukraine, you have, yeah, many other Soviet Union states. Okay, and they are all independent right now after the dissolution of Soviet Union. So yes, so it is pretty bad for Russia, I would say, because okay, oil price right now is above $100, and by the way, Russia is one of the major oil producers. So imagine at all-time high oil price level, and Russia is having a contraction, okay, since having a worst contraction since 1994, and you should know how serious that is. Okay, it's like you are a oil producer and you should benefit a lot from this $100 oil price, but Russia is not benefiting at all. Okay, or maybe you can think of it this way. Okay, so at on one hand, Russia is benefiting from the $100 oil price, but on the other hand, Russia is losing a lot of their exports, revenue from exports, and revenue from all kinds of economic activities, because Russia right now is actually uh, being sanctioned, okay, on most of their economic fronts, all right, because of their war with Ukraine, okay. So it's also bad for the world, okay, so it makes the world more uncertain. But anyway, I don't think there is a certain time in the world, okay, so every single day is uncertain, right? So it's just more certain or less certain, okay, never certain, right? Okay, what do we have? What else do we have? uh, uh, Singapore firms, okay, over here, all right, so yeah, so I guess nothing interesting, nothing really interesting, yeah, here. So yeah, so nothing really interesting here. Oh, looks like Palantir is suspended from trading. Okay, yeah, so this thing happened. Okay, so when a stock runs up too much or runs down too much, so there's going to be a circuit breaker. Okay, so yeah, so it applies to the index as well. So circuit breaker is like, so if a stock runs up or down, so in either direction, if there is too much price volatility, so a circuit breaker will kick in, and then trading of the stock will be suspended for a while. So I don't really know the the, the, the details, okay, but the rough idea is, if the stock goes up or down too much, okay, a certain level, then the circuit breaker will kick in, and then there will be a suspension in the stock trading for that particular stock. Okay, so yeah, so this thing happens. Okay, uh, okay, so so it's not looking good for Palantir, but who knows, right? Who knows? I don't know. All right, so yep, I think that's about it. Yep, for today. Thank you. Yeah, take care. Bye bye.